Hello my friends, today we're about to take a fascinating journey together, one that travels through time and lets us peek into the classrooms of the past and present. Have you ever wondered what it was like to be a student 100 years ago? Maybe you've seen old photos or heard stories from your grandparents about their school days. Imagine stepping into a time machine and traveling back to the 1920s. The world was very different then. No smartphones, no internet, and even cars were a rare sight for many families. Would school look the same as it does today? Some things would be very different, but others might feel surprisingly familiar. You'd still see students eager to learn, but the classrooms and lessons would look quite different. School has always been a place for learning and growing, but how and where we learn has changed a lot. Over the years, classrooms have transformed to fit the needs of each new generation. From old wooden desks, lined up in neat rows, to today's smart whiteboards and flexible seating, we'll explore how daily life for students has transformed. Imagine writing with chalk on a slate instead of typing on a tablet. Picture your classroom today, colorful, full of books, posters, and technology. Then imagine a single-room schoolhouse where students of all ages learn together, often with just one teacher for everyone. We'll see what teachers were like, what subjects they taught, and how children learned. Teachers in the past often taught reading, writing, and arithmetic, while today's teachers help students explore science, art, and even coding. By comparing the past and present, we'll discover how schools have become safer, more welcoming, and more inclusive for everyone. But some things never change, like making friends, playing at recess, and the excitement of learning something new. So, open your minds and get ready as we begin our journey into the story of school, then and now. Let's see how far we've come, and imagine where learning might take us next. Let's travel back to the 1920s. Many children, especially in rural areas, went to a one-room schoolhouse, all ages together, one teacher for everyone. The classroom was simple, plain walls, maybe a map or a portrait, and a big chalkboard at the front. Students sat in rows of wooden desks, often with inkwells, and shared a few essential books. The focus was on the basics: reading, writing, and arithmetic. Most of the day was spent practicing handwriting, reciting facts, and solving math problems on personal slates. The teacher, often a young woman, did everything: teaching, managing, even cleaning. She juggled students of all ages, teaching the youngest their alphabet while older kids worked on advanced lessons. It took patience, organization, and a real dedication to helping every child learn. What did children wear to school 100 years ago? It was much more formal than today. Boys wore knickerbockers, button-down shirts, and boots. Girls wore dresses with aprons and long stockings. Comfort wasn't the priority. Looking neat was. Lunch was brought from home in metal pails. Simple sandwiches, fruit, maybe a hard-boiled egg. No cafeterias, no packaged snacks. Recess meant playing in an open field. No playground equipment, just imagination. Games like tag, marbles, and jump rope were popular, teaching kids to play fair and get along. The teacher watched from the steps, but kids organized their own games and solved their own disagreements. Recess was a much-needed break for fresh air and fun. Afterward, students returned to their lessons, recharged and ready to learn. Learning in the 1920s was a very different experience from what we know today. Back then, classrooms were often filled with rows of wooden desks, and the focus was almost entirely on memorization and recitation. The teacher stood at the front guiding the lesson, while students listened quietly and followed instructions without question. Students spent much of their day memorizing poems, important historical dates, and math tables. They would then stand up and recite these facts in front of the class, sometimes one by one, as the teacher listened carefully. There was little room for questions or creativity. Listening and repeating were key. The classroom atmosphere was quiet and serious, with students expected to pay close attention and not interrupt. Most schoolwork was done on slates with slate pencils, which could be wiped clean and reused. Paper was expensive and saved for special assignments or important tests, making every sheet valuable. Discipline was strict. Students sat up straight, stayed quiet, and always showed respect to the teacher. Rules were clear, and everyone was expected to follow them. If a student misbehaved, the consequences were immediate. They might have to stand in the corner for a while or write lines on the chalkboard as a reminder to follow the rules. In many schools, one teacher taught all ages in a single room. Older students often help teach the younger ones, acting as assistants and role models. This monitorial system encouraged responsibility and built a sense of community, as everyone worked together to help each other learn. The classroom was always tidy and orderly, with a strong sense of structure. Learning moved at a slower, more deliberate pace, allowing students to master the basics before moving on. Students learned to help each other, reinforcing their own skills as they explained lessons to classmates. This teamwork was an important part of daily life. It was a unique environment where everyone played a part in learning, and the classroom truly felt like a small community working toward a common goal. Now, let's return to the present day. Modern classrooms are bright, colorful, and divided by grade, with students learning alongside peers their own age. Desks are arranged in groups, encouraging teamwork and sharing ideas. Teachers act as guides, moving around the room, answering questions, and supporting students. Learning tools include interactive whiteboards, hands-on experiments, and educational games. Subjects have expanded. Science, art, music, and social studies are all part of the curriculum. Classrooms are inclusive, with support for students who need extra help. The focus is on discovery, curiosity, and critical thinking, not just memorizing facts. Every student is encouraged to ask questions and explore new ideas. The goal is to help students become well-rounded, creative, and confident. School is now a journey of discovery, preparing us for a future full of possibilities. School life today is filled with conveniences and technology students a century ago couldn't imagine. From the moment students walk into their classrooms, they are surrounded by digital tools that make learning more interactive and engaging than ever before. Lessons are no longer limited to chalkboards and textbooks. Now information is just a click away, and students can explore topics in ways that suit their individual learning styles. Lunch is served in bustling cafeterias, with a variety of healthy choices, or brought from home in modern lunchboxes. Cafeterias are lively spaces where students can relax, socialize, and recharge for the rest of the day. The focus on nutrition and well-being is stronger than ever, with schools offering balanced meals and encouraging healthy habits. Recess takes place on safe, well-equipped playgrounds with slides, climbing walls, and sports fields. These spaces are designed to encourage physical activity, teamwork, and creativity, giving students a much-needed break from their studies. Teachers and monitors ensure everyone plays safely. Their presence helps create a secure environment where children can have fun and build friendships, while also learning important social skills. Technology is everywhere. Students use laptops, tablets, and interactive whiteboards. These devices allow for interactive lessons, instant feedback, and access to a wealth of resources that make learning more personalized and effective. The internet opens up a world of information, from virtual museum tours to real-time research. Students can connect with experts, explore new cultures, and discover ideas beyond the classroom walls, making learning truly global. Students type essays, create digital presentations, and collaborate online. Group projects can happen in real time, even if classmates are in different locations, teaching valuable skills for the future. Digital skills are essential, and school is where many children first learn to use these tools responsibly. Teachers guide students in navigating the digital world, emphasizing online safety, digital citizenship, and critical thinking. Learning is more dynamic and visual, making complex ideas easier to understand. Videos, animations, and interactive lessons help bring subjects to life, sparking curiosity and deeper understanding. Technology has transformed how we learn, work, and share knowledge. Classrooms are now hubs of innovation, where students and teachers alike can experiment, create, and connect with the world. Today's schools prepare students for a fast-changing, connected world. By embracing technology and new ways of learning, students are gaining the skills and confidence they need to succeed in the future, no matter where it takes them. Despite all the changes, some things about school never change. The main purpose remains, helping children learn and grow. The thrill of solving a problem or reading a book is timeless. Good teachers are still at the heart of every school, inspiring and guiding students. The bond between teacher and student is the magic that makes learning possible. Friendships are another constant, sharing secrets, playing at recess, and helping each other. These relationships teach us how to cooperate, share, and resolve conflicts. School is filled with milestones, first days, field trips, graduations, that create lasting memories. Students from the past felt the same excitement and pride as students today. School is more than a building. It's a shared experience that shapes who we become. One of the best changes is that schools are much safer now. Modern buildings have fire alarms, secure entrances, and regular safety drills. Nurses and trained staff help keep everyone healthy. Schools are also fairer. Every child, regardless of background, has the right to learn. Boys and girls study the same subjects and are encouraged to follow their dreams. Learning is more engaging, with hands-on projects, group activities, and field trips. Programs prevent bullying and support emotional well-being. Counselors are available for students who need someone to talk to. The goal is to educate minds and support hearts, helping every child grow into a caring adult. A safe, fair, and supportive school helps everyone succeed. Modern schools are amazing, but is there anything from the past we should bring back? The one-room schoolhouse had a strong sense of community. Older students helped younger ones, building leadership and friendship. Maybe today's schools could have more programs where students of different ages work together, like reading buddies. Simplicity and imagination were important too. Kids invented their own games and learned to solve problems creatively. Perhaps we could have no-tech recesses to encourage imaginative play. Practicing penmanship and memorization taught patience and focus, skills still valuable today. While technology is essential, balancing it with timeless skills could help us learn even better. The past has lessons worth remembering. By blending the best of then and now, we can make school the best it can be.